If you want to learn how to make cheese, the feta cheese is the perfect place to start. It has all the steps and all the ingredients that you have from making, that you use for make practically any type of cheese. And it tastes great too. And this is how you do it. First off, we have to ferment the milk so it becomes a little more sour and gets a bit more flavor. And this particular culture works at 32 degrees Celsius. This is a quarter teaspoon measure, so I take half of that and add a little bit of water. And this is the lipase enzyme. It gives a special flavor. We add water to that too, so it can become dissolved. Usually I would just pour it into the same glass, but this is to demonstrate there's a difference. So now the milk is 32 degrees Celsius and we add the culture, the starter and the enzyme. I make sure to stir it well and mix it well. And now we leave it to be 1 to a half an hour. Then we add the rennet. So this is about half a teaspoon. Add a little bit of water to that too. That'll make it easier to mix into the milk. I put the milk into motion, then I add the rennet. Because when you have added the rennet, you have to leave it completely still. Don't touch it. Now we'll check if it parts cleanly. If it breaks like this, it's exactly as it should be. If not, you have to wait a little longer. Now we cut it into sort of rough cubes, about 1 inch at a side. First one way. And this is just a long spatula. You can use anything that'll fit. Doesn't have to be sharp. And then diagonally like this, 45-degree angle. Do it one way and the other. Then we have these. Well, it's not cubes, but it's close enough, and they're about 1 inch at a side. The larger they are, the softer the cheese will be, generally. Then I pour some boiling water onto my little cheese factory. You can buy a cheese kit like this online. You can easily use some old tomato cans or stuff like that. But this is a little easier to work with, and if you make cheese often, it's a good idea to have it. Now it's scalded and sterile. Now we can see that the curd and the whey are starting to separate. To speed up the process, we stir gently once in a while. Now we have to drain it. These molds make sure that the water can escape from the bottom because of it's standing on a net. So it's just to pour all the curds into the molds and leave back the rennet. No, not the rennet. The whey. And the molds right now, they're approximately 80% filled or something like that. But then 10 minutes later, even more whey has separated. And this is why a kit like this is smart, because we have to pour it away. And you can use the whey for baking bread, so there's a starter for your vegetables if you want to ferment those. So now I turn it over. You see the cheese has dropped to the new bottom, and now they're only half the size. They were 80% before, so there's really some liquid going out there, and we can drain even more. Now it's about a quarter the size of the molds. So 8 to 12 hours at room temperature. It's a living culture, so it keeps working. Now there's not a lot left. It's about an eighth or something like that. So another 8 to 12 hours, and the cheese is becoming pretty firm by now. Then we remove the last of the whey. This is about, I don't know, an inch or something like that. 2 centimeters. Now we need to make the brine. This is just salt and water. And when all the salt has dissolved, it's ready. You can use a stick blender to do it too, then you don't have to heat it. Now we need to check the acidity. And I've used this strip, touch it down to the cheese, make sure it's acidic enough. 4.7. That's very, very good. I split this with my cheese kit here. I think that 3 by 4 pieces is suitable. And now we have nice Feta cheese cubes, but they don't taste like Feta yet because they're not salted. So cover well with salt. And this is cold brine. Leave it for 24 hours at room temperature, and then you can put it in the fridge. And you can find the list of ingredients and the recipe on kvalifood.